Today I'm getting brutally honest with you. We're gonna talk about the state of clutter in my house, and let me just tell you, it is not good. And we're also gonna talk about what I'm gonna do about it, because I'm to a point where I have decided I'm not going to continue living with this. I have way too much stuff. There is clutter everywhere. There's clutter in the garage, there's clutter in the extra bedrooms, in the pantry, in the closets, in the cabinets, in the drawers, just everywhere. So I do have my kitchen, which is mainly, fairly clutter free. I don't have too much in the kitchen, but everywhere else, there is so much clutter that I have been in a constant state of overwhelm for a couple of years now. And if you've been following me, you kind of have seen my journey with that, where I've tried to declutter and I just overall have not been as successful as I would like to be with that. And this is the year that all of that changes. I am getting clutter free in 2023. No questions about it. This is the year it's going to happen. And I have 3 unusual ways, things that you probably have not heard of before, of what I'm doing to overcome the problems that I've had with decluttering in the past and really move forward and make progress and make sure that this is the year that I get clutter free. So if you're interested in hearing my 3 unusual ways to get clutter free in 2023, then stay tuned. Hey guys, it's Kristi. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited because this is the first video in my Clutter Free in 2023 series that I'm going to be doing throughout this entire year. So you will be able to follow my journey of decluttering my house. I am going to be sharing with you so many things, where some will be motivational, where you see me decluttering, and some will be more like this, where I'm talking to you about philosophies and just mindset things that I am learning and kind of shifting into, that I know are going to make a difference and help me get decluttered. The last couple of years, I have really been feeling stuck with this process of getting decluttered, and I know a big part of it was because of the mindset that I've had towards it. And so that's what I want to share with you today. And like I said already, I think these are going to be some things that you may not have heard before, even if you follow a lot of, people who do decluttering videos. I'm not sure you're going to have heard all of these things, or maybe not heard them in this way before. So I hope you're going to find a lot of value in this. I know just thinking about this video and thinking about the year and how I want my year to go with the whole decluttering process, I feel like these things are already helping me, because even though I've been sick, I have started the decluttering process. I just haven't made a video about it until now. I've got my tea and my water both, because I'm still coughing a lot with all this congestion from being sick. I'm on the tail end of it, so hopefully it'll be getting better soon. But go and grab you a cup of tea, a hot drink, whatever you prefer, as we go through this. And I've got my notes here because I want to make sure that I really do touch on all the things and don't leave anything out, because I so far am really finding these things helpful. So my approach this year is definitely going to be different. The first way that it's going to be different, and the first unusual thing that I'm doing to get clutter free in 2023, is I have become fully committed and I have a vision. So it's hard for me to admit this, but in past years, I have wanted to get clutter free, but I haven't really been fully committed to it. And I decided this year that this is the year that I am fully committed to it. It is on my calendar, it's in my notebooks, I'm making plans, I'm setting goals around it, which I have done some goal setting around that in the past, specifically last year. Towards the end of the year, I started setting goals around decluttering, but they weren't big enough. And I'm realizing that the goals that I had and the approach that I have been taking towards getting decluttered was not big enough, that I have to have a bigger vision for what I want the house to look like, and I have to be fully committed to doing that. And that's what I have decided to do this year. So for setting my vision, I'm thinking about, why is it that I want the house decluttered in the first place? What is it gonna mean to have the house fully decluttered? Because I want to get it to a point where everything has a place. If I buy something new, there is a spot where I can put it, and I don't have to come home and throw things around and try to figure out where I'm going to put this item, because I don't even have room for it. And behind me over there is an air fryer that we got each other for Christmas, and it's sitting on the counter because I need to get in my pantry and actually make room for it. There is no room right now. So that's the type of thing that I'm looking to change this year. I want to be able to buy an air fryer and have a spot already ready to go, or just not buy it at all. But we wanted it. If you got recipes, let me know, because I'm so excited to try it out. Everybody raves about them, and we're new to trying it out, so we're gonna be trying it in the next week or so. Let me know if you have recipes. But my question is, why is it that I want to get decluttered? That's my big question. What is my why? So my why is, I want to have room to breathe. I have been feeling so overwhelmed. I get very, I guess you could say I get anxiety with visual clutter. Yet, so that's why you can look in my kitchen, and for the most part, you're not gonna see a ton of stuff on the countertops and all. It's all shoved in cabinets. It's all in places where you can't see it. I think Cass calls it, Cass from Clutterbug, I think I am, if I'm remembering correctly, I think I'm the ladybug. I'm the one who, you won't really necessarily see all of my clutter, especially in my main living spaces. But believe me, behind closed doors, it's clutter central. And so that's what we're gonna take care of this year, because I want peace. And so that brings me to my next question. Besides just my why, how will it make me feel to have a completely decluttered house? And so I'm thinking about these things, and when I'm setting my vision for what I want in a decluttered home, I am really picturing opening a cabinet and it just being so beautifully organized and empty space. You know, nothing is out of place in every single cabinet in my home, in every single drawer in my home, in every closet, in the garage, the pantry, all the spaces. I'm seeing that. I'm looking on Pinterest and I'm finding pictures. And this is not me wanting to declutter, is not about being Pinterest worthy and having everything look picture perfect like Pinterest. It's just being able to open a drawer and get what I need without having to take 10 minutes to shuffle through to actually find what I need from the drawer. That's another thing, is why? Because it takes up so much of my time looking for things, shuffling things around to find a place to put things. I cannot even tell you, over the last couple years, just shuffling things around, how much time I have wasted. And then the how will it make me feel? Calm. As you can tell, what I've been talking about is all the time it takes, not knowing where to put things, the visual clutter of things. That is all anxiety inducing. It makes me look around my house and just see to-dos that I have something to do everywhere. In every corner, there's something that needs to be taken care of. And quite honestly, it makes me shut down. It makes me not be motivated to do any of it, because I'm living in a state of overwhelm. So I know it's really permeating my life, and I feel kind of raw here sharing all this with you, but I'm thinking that maybe some of you are feeling some of the same things. And so that's why I wanted to share this whole journey with you, so you could see, you know, kind of how I'm going through it. So In psychology, they will say that there's two things that motivate us as humans: pain and pleasure. And so I'm tapping into both of those. So I am fully now like thinking about how I want to feel, thinking about how I actually do feel now. I feel very overwhelmed. I can open my pantry or my garage and walk in there, and I'm just allowing myself to take a minute in there and just feel how it feels, and it doesn't feel good. So that's the pain that I want to get rid of. And then I can stand there and then I just envision, what if the floor in the garage was completely empty and we could just walk anywhere we wanted in the garage and not have to move around things and shuffle around things? What if I could walk in my closet and just easily grab what I wanted and not even have to think about it because I have a limited number of clothes in my closet? That is the pleasure. And I see, like, I can just see in my closet, I walk in and it's like a breath of fresh air. It's a calming space instead of an overwhelming space. So I'm spending time every day actually visualizing and imagining those spaces. So that is my first step, is just being fully committed and creating a vision of, by the end of the year, what is my house going to look like? And the last thing in this topic is I've set an affirmation that I'm using every day. I'm telling myself this every single day to put it in my mind of who I am, who I'm becoming as this clutter-free person. And then I am using it to help me stay motivated to declutter. And then also when thinking about whether or not I want to buy something and bring it into the home, I'm also using the affirmation to help me with that. So if it doesn't fit the affirmation, then it probably has to go. The affirmation that I've been using is, I love living in a clutter-free and organized home. It feels amazing to only keep what we love and use now that I have a daily habit of decluttering. So in that affirmation, I am encompassing everything from who I want to be to how I'm gonna feel and what my ultimate result is gonna be. And it's definitely helping to drive some of my, like I said, motivation and decision making. The second unusual way that I am getting clutter-free in 2023 is by thinking and living as my future self. So I am thinking, like, I'm creating this vision of what the future Kristi is going to have and what things are going to be like, what the house is going to be like, how it's going to feel to have everything decluttered. So I'm operating from that person at the end of the year. Who is that person going to be? And I'm putting myself in that situation and saying, well, what would future Kristi do? If I want to declutter this cabinet, how would future Kristi go about doing it? Would she shuffle things around? Would she take out just 2 cups out of this cabinet? Or would she take out 10 cups from this cabinet and really get serious about some decluttering? And so those types of thoughts and questions, and I'm thinking like bigger. How would Kristi go about decluttering the pantry faster than I've been able to do in the past? How would future Kristi approach this? How would future Kristi do this particular task? And I'm thinking about making power moves, because that's what future Kristi would do. Future Kristi would be thinking about the quickest way to get something done. It would be thinking questions like, how can I make the same progress in a week that it used to take me 2 months to make? Those types of questions, that's putting me in my future self, because my future self would have experiences and would have a different thought process than my current self has. So I'm putting myself in those thoughts and then taking the actions that would get me there. So one thing would be that I know future Kristi is gonna literally declutter something every day. So I have made sure that every day so far, I am decluttering something. I'm getting ready today to take a load to the donation center. And that's one of my goals for this year is I'm setting big goals. And one of my goals is to make 52 donation drops this year. I know that might sound like a lot, and I'm gonna go into detail in number 3 when I tell you the third way. I'm gonna go more into detail on that particular goal for you to break it down and clarify my thinking and all that. But part of my issue is that I haven't been getting things out of my house. I move it around, I put it in a box in the garage. Last year I did make several big donation drops, but that's another thing that I'm thinking, like, would future Kristi always wait until she has like this huge donation that she's got to make? No, future Kristi would go every week or every couple of days or 4 times a month or whatever the case is. That's what future Kristi would do. She would go make these donation drops, even if it's just 1 or 2 things that she's dropping off. She would do that because she knows getting those items out of the house is making progress towards her goal and her future self. So I'm acting and living, or thinking and living, acting as my future self. So that was number 2. So now let's talk about number 3. Number 3 is I am thinking big and small. So let me tell you what I mean by that, because it can sound a little confusing. So when I say I'm thinking big and small, for my big thinking, I am thinking big goals, big project. So big goals, I just told you I'm planning to make 52 donation drops this year. And I purposely set that as a total goal for the year instead of saying like 1 drop a week, even though it equates to 52 weeks in a year. I didn't want to say I was going to do it every week because I know there's going to be weeks where I won't be able to for whatever reason, if I'm on vacation, or just last week I was sick and I wasn't able to make a donation drop. So I'm going to do 2 this week. Today is Thursday. And I'm going to make my first one today, and I'm going to make another one by Saturday. So that's what I have in my mind. So it'll make up for last week, but I don't want to set myself up for failure. So that's why I'm setting it as a total goal instead of like an ongoing kind of, I forget what you call it. I'm going to call it a progress goal, but like a tracking goal where you're tracking every week, even though obviously I'm still going to track my 52 weeks. But I don't want it to be something where I can't miss a week. So that's why I set it at 52. And you might be saying, like, what's the significance of that goal? Again, it is to make sure I'm getting things out of the house. Even if I go and drop off 1 item, that is okay. That counts as my donation. It is making progress. And I'm gonna be looking for my wins. Today, when I go make that drop off, I am gonna give myself a high five. That is a win for this first couple of weeks of January. I'm on track and we are making progress. And so I also am thinking of some big goals, like making power moves, again, as some of my big goals and big projects. So I'm thinking of, like, in my master closet, I have an idea, and I'm not going to tell you right now because I'm going to be making a video on this, but I have an idea of how I'm going to make fast progress on my closet. Because if you've seen, last year I started what would be considered one of my small manageable tasks and habits. So it was think big and think small. So I'm going to have my big goals, big projects, and then I'm also going to have my small manageable task and habits. At the end of last year, kind of mid last year, I started a habit of decluttering 3 items a day. Literally, just 3 items a day from my house, anywhere, in the house. And I really did make progress like that. But taking 3 items from the closet at a time you make progress, and you actually do, you know, if you think about it, if you go in your closet and do that every day for 30 days, that's 90 items. So you're making good progress. But I was kind of scattering it around the house and not focusing it on just one place, or the places where I was focusing, like my garage. I literally have such a big job to do in there that it wasn't putting a dent in it the way that I needed to. So I am thinking for a big move, it's like, how can I go into my master closet and make immediate progress? And do it in a way that doesn't feel overwhelming, that doesn't get me stuck about what I'm keeping, what I'm getting rid of, all of that. And I think I figured that out. And so that goes back to my future thinking of my future self. That's how future Kristi would approach that issue. And I can't wait to share that video with you, because I'll probably do it in the next couple of weeks, because I'm ready to go tackle it now that I have the whole idea of how I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna stick with my small things. It's not going to take me that long to do it. I don't want to spend all day decluttering my closet. I don't have the stamina for that. And so I've come up, by thinking as my future self, I've been thinking of that power move for my master closet, and I've got it figured out. Another power move is, I know we need shelves in the garage and we haven't done it yet. So that's a power move, is buying the shelves that we need in the garage to help us get things off the floor, so we can have space and room to move around, so I can get in there and think, and it'll just feel instantly less cluttered once we get those shelves. Even though I may not get rid of anything at that moment, I will be getting rid of stuff. But in that moment, it might just be putting it on the shelves and getting it off of the floor, and it will feel better in the moment. And that's a power move. Calling the junk people is a power move. We have a project we want to do in our extra bedroom where we want to turn it into an office. But we've not been able to do that yet because we have to get the room cleaned out. It's kind of my junk room, if you call it that, my staging room, where I go throw all my stuff from my decor videos. And we have a bed in there that we need to get taken out and all this. We have some stuff outside that we need the junk people to come and get. So we're gonna schedule that. By scheduling that, I know it will help me to get it done. And then again, the thinking small. So my 3-a-day decluttering habit, on my goals for today, I literally wrote, add 3 items to the donation box in the garage. So 3 items from the garage, add to the donation box. That is on my goals for today. That's thinking small. I'm not making it some big massive thing for the day. Thinking small would also be just going to declutter 1 basket or 1 cabinet or 1 drawer. That won't take you that long. So even if I do 3 of those items today in the garage, I might still have a few minutes where I could tackle 1 basket in the pantry. It's garbage day tomorrow, so it might make sense to take 5 minutes and just declutter 1 basket out of the pantry. And that's making progress a little bit at a time. So you're making these bigger projects, these bigger goals, more manageable. It's manageable to take 52 donations in a year if every day I'm doing a basket, I'm doing a drawer, I'm decluttering 3 a day, whatever the case is. Another way that you could think small is by doing a 10-minute tidy. If you have a flat surface that you just need to tidy up, take 10 minutes and do that. Have a box ready in the garage. So I have a station that I've set up in the garage where I am going and putting my donations. So if I open the cabinet and I see a mug in the cabinet that I know I'm not gonna ever use again, it goes right then to the donation basket. So that's a small habit that I'm starting. I did that yesterday. I opened a drawer in my bedroom and it had, why it was in there, I have no idea, but it was a couple of rug pads that you put under the rugs, brand new in the packaging. And I know, like, I haven't used these in years. I'm not going to use these. Why are they even sitting in here? But instead of just closing the drawer back, I took them out and I put them in my donation box. So they're going to be donated today. Another really quick, because I know I've been yammering on a lot in this video about this, but I'm excited about it and I'm hoping this is gonna give you ideas. So I'm gonna wrap things up here in a minute, but my last small idea of something you could do is just grabbing one trash bag like once a week and just doing a trash bag declutter where you go around your house and you find things that need to be thrown away. Typically in the bathroom, you're gonna find things that need to be thrown away and you just do one garbage bag a week or however you wanna do it. But that would be another little small way that you could go about decluttering. And so a question that I wrote down here that I'm kind of thinking about to help with this is there one thing that would instantly make this more organized? So if, for example, if I open a cabinet and it really doesn't look that bad, but maybe if I had a little basket that I just went and grabbed that basket and put the things in the basket instead of just having them loose, it would make it look and feel more organized instantly, then I can go ahead and do that. So those are the things I'm thinking of. Like, instead of waiting and saying, well, I need to have time to organize my entire kitchen cabinets or my entire bathroom vanity. No. If a little container that you already have in your house could fit in this drawer and make it a little more organized, I am thinking that's what future Kristi would do. Future Kristi would go grab that and use it right now and not wait. So those are my 3 unusual ways that I am getting clutter-free in 2023. I hope this gave you some inspiration and ideas, and I hope you're gonna follow me along with my journey as we go through this year and we get completely decluttered. You know what to do. It's the end of the video. Give it a like, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your bell notifications so you can join me in this journey. And I do want to tell you real quick, my next video coming up is going to be how I'm transforming my life and leveling up in 2023. So I hope to see you soon in that video. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you more than you know. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. This is gonna be decluttered, and I'm taking y'all along for the whole journey on my YouTube channel and here. I actually am getting ready right now to go and make a donation drop. I've been sick. I have been making a box in the garage, so I am going to load everything up here in a few minutes. So here's what I have. I actually have 3 garbage bags in this box and this box. So all of this is going. I'm gonna hunt around the garage and see if I can find anything else that can just be thrown in here, and we're gonna get ready to go make a donation.